All right, let's jump right into the tips. Now, the first tip I want to give you today is one that is for cool season. I got a lot of warm season stuff in here too, but for my cool season friends, most of you now are out of your summer problems. I was talking to my friends over by Northwest Indiana, and their lawns have been cooked, cooked. But finally getting some rain now, so things are going to start coming out. Talked to my father-in-law in Crown Point. He said he's finally got rain. He says lawn didn't green up yet because I don't think the lawn believes it, but it's going to be soon. So when that happens, when you guys, no matter where you live, as your lawn is coming into fall here and as your lawn is starting to green up, when you see areas that don't green up, the very first thing you need to do is go and dig right between the brown and the green and look for grubs. Please do that. That is the biggest thing that the biggest admonition I have for you or warning is that those areas could be grubs. And this is when they're going to do the most damage because the grubs move slow in the summer too. They're still eating and everything. But if your soil is dry and hard because you can't water it, then that means the grubs aren't able to move either. Now, they'll still do some feeding, and that's what these dead spots are. But as the fall comes in, their body clocks kick in, their nature clocks kick in and tell them, okay, winter is coming. You have got to store up for the winter yourself, Mr. Grubworm, so you have the energy to pupate and become an adult Mama June bug, Papa June bug, whatever June bug next late spring, next May, June. So you got to eat your little patukas off here through the fall. So that's what the grubworms do is they start eating, and they will do more damage from now until October and into November than they will any other time of the year. So you still have kind of this chance to catch them now early. Now, even if you put down a grub preventative, I still want you to dig in those areas. Likely, you won't have them, and it could be something else, but these applications do fail when we have extremes in weather. You know, these different products that you buy for different things, pre-emergence or for grub preventative, all of these, they're meant to work in what you might call, air quotes, normal conditions, but this year was not normal, so a lot of things will fail because of that. Extremes always break down. They break down more than just you and your grass. They'll break down the products you use. There's a lot of things that a lot of fallout that happens when you have extreme years, extreme rain or extreme heat in this case or whatever. So you want to check, but for sure, if you didn't do a grub preventative, you want to check those brown spots. Now, you don't have to tell me, I think it's grubs. If it's grubs, you will find them. That's the thing with most insect problems in the lawn is you don't have to guess, oh, I think this is grubs. No, you'll find them. You dig, you'll find them. They look like a little white shrimp under the lawn. Now, if you find one or two, it may not be necessarily a concern, but finding one or two means you better dig longer and find more. But typically, if you find one or two, there's more. Where there's smoke, there's fire kind of deal. So make sure you're digging around, looking, and that's what it could be. And if it is grubs, you want to put down a 24-hour grub control. Just go to any Home Depot, Lowe's, Ace. They will have something labeled 24-hour grub killer. I always use the term Dilox as an active ingredient, but I don't know if people are using that anymore. That might be old chemistry, I think. And I don't want to name chemistries that you should look for. Arena is a very expensive insecticide that works really well for grubs. But there's probably others. Just, again, whatever's listed for post-emergent grub control, for reactive or curative grub control application, 24-hour grub killer. Get that and throw her down.